All right, Noah McDaniel. Hey, man, Coach Duarte here. So I just really wanted to take this time to just kind of reiterate some things that we talked about. Maybe talk about a couple of new things here. See if we can get. I know this is only BP, but see if we can get BP a little bit more consistent and see if we can ultimately get that type of focus to get it to translate into your game, into your performances. So overall, I thought a lot of really good things. I mean, as I look at your swing, as I break it down here, there's a couple clips in slow motion towards the end. I like your load. I like the pace of your load. I love the balance and rhythm of your load. I like where you are in terms of your base and balance. You're not falling all over the place. You're not tipping over the mound. So I think you're a good, strong kid. You're in a good position. We talked a little bit about your hands and how you kind of tuck them back a little bit behind your head and your neck. From this angle, we can see it a little bit, but it's this is kind of an off angle, so we can still see them. I think from the pitcher's perspective, you hide them a little much. I think if you get them out away from your body and not hide them so much, I think it's going to allow them to work a little bit freer. And in turn, it's also going to help you just be able to use the hands more to swing as opposed to your shoulders to swing. And you can tell here on some of those pitches, especially the ones that you kind of hook or work around, that you really work around them a little bit with your shoulders. Couple of really good swings right there. Um, so a lot of really good things that I saw. I would like to see you maybe be a little bit more focused or concentrated with what you're trying to do with pitches. There's a good example right there. You're swinging a lot of good pitches in the zone. You got good plate discipline, but I just think you're missing. I think you miss hit too many of those balls. Some of the balls down the line, down the third base line, a lot of balls in the air like that one. That was a pretty good pitch to hit there. And so as you narrow in your focus with, and really the big question is, okay, what am I trying to do with this pitch? I'm looking for this pitch right here. What am I trying to do with it? When you can lock in and mature with that aspect of hitting, then hitting's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty easy, especially with some rounds of BP like this. You know, and it takes practice and it takes discipline and it's a mentality. This is where we talk about your approach, and this is one of the things that I'm really big on. Now, just jumping to that last take right there, you're going to see how you're not fully tracking the ball all the way back into the strike zone or through the strike zone. Your eyes kind of quit a little bit early. That's probably one mechanical thing that I think you can improve on outside of your approach. But let's get back to the approach. Let's see. Here's what I see. I see you hitting not only just miss hitting the balls down each line, but I see you miss hitting some balls in the air. I see you miss hitting more balls in the air than on the ground. And for me, I think, you know what, Noah, you look like you're a doubles type of hitter. You look like you have more line drive power than you have. There's an example right there. Than you have loft power. And so, with that in mind, as you get to know who you are as a hitter, that's a pretty nice stroke there. You need to understand that you're going to be more successful hitting the ball on a line like that pitch right there than in the air. And so you've got to tell yourself that, if I'm going to miss on this pitch, I'm going to miss hard on the ground as opposed to high in the air. There's one right there. And just with that mentality, I think that'll continue helping. I think if you can give yourself a focus, gap to gap, and let's get there, and let's not miss hit on some pitches, I think that's going to help you really create that consistency, because that's ultimately what this game's about. It really is about consistency, and it starts off the tee. It's at practice. So I want you to get the most out of your swings. I want to see you really fine tune this, and it was great getting to work with you and seeing you hit, man. I really do think that you have some good bat speed. I think you got a good base, a lot of good things going on. Now let's just apply it and let's get the most out of it, man. Have a good week, bud.